Hello YouTube, it's Tony. So today I'll be testing the mining and smithing rework in the beta server. So what I'll be covering is just the mining portion as part 1. I'll try to upload part 2, which is the smithing portion, later on. So beta server was released earlier this week, and you can only test the core mechanics of the mining and smithing rework. Yeah, I know, it's a very huge update, to be honest. Like, I remember this was announced way back in 2015, but it took like 3 years to implement this. So before I explain in detail, I'm just going to give you a quick tour of what the beta server looks like. As you can see, I'm in world 200 and it's not in an open world. It's only in a restricted area, so let me wait until this loads. You'll see a bank chest, a forge, as well as a lot of rocks, and yeah, this is the level changer, which you can set your level to whatever you want. As well as this is being a pickaxe shop. As you can see right here, there's all kinds of armor and weapons you can buy. I mean, not buy, but they'll give it to you for free anyways. So yeah, what I'm going to do first is grab myself a pickaxe. I would say the highest level one right now, which is Elder Runite Pickaxe plus 5. So yeah, I'm just going to grab it right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the level of the level changer. As you can see, this is a giant red XP lamp, which you can set it to anything you want. Okay, so right now I have no stats, and yeah, I'm just going to set this mining level to, let's say, 99. And so these are basically the affected skills. So on the west side, you'll see a lot of rocks here, which are tier 1 to tier 40 or something. Here, as you can see, right about here, this is the tier 1 rocks, the tin and copper as usual. And you'll notice that the mithril rocks are bumped to level 20, the addy rocks are bumped to level 30 for the mithril rocks, sorry. And we also have luminite rocks, which are the new tier 40 rocks. Yeah, runite is bumped to tier 50, as you can see. So yeah, I'm just going to go to the right side, and here, as you can see, this is the tier 60, the tier 70, the tier 80. There are 2 tier 70s and 2 tier 80s, and I think there are like 3 tier 90s or something. So you'll notice that these are cubes because the Jagex mods haven't developed the models for them. So what I'm going to do is, as I start mining, you'll see that there's an ore bag, in which case I'll explain later how it works. Basically, in summary, it just stores the ores for you. So pretty much you just click an AFK basically, and you'll see 2 bars on the top of your head. The upper bar is basically the stamina bar, which is kind of like the adrenaline bar. So it basically starts off at max and it drains the longer you AFK. So basically when it's closer to max, it'll mine the rock faster. The bottom bar is called the progress bar, in which case when you're mining, each swing of the pickaxe will give you progress before you collect the ore. As you can see, once in a while you'll see a glowing beam here, so when you click it, it'll give you a lot of XP as well as progress on your very first swing. See, I got a 396 XP drop right here. So it's basically called Rockertunities. And yeah, pretty much to sum this all up, the rock never depletes even while other players are mining. So essentially you can just mine the rocks indefinitely. So something that was added recently about a day ago is called the No Ore Double XP Pickaxe. Basically I believe it's a high level pickaxe, and I'm pretty sure it just gives you double XP and it gives you no ores, which I think can be really nice to powertrain mining. I'm just going to give this a shot and see. Okay, so right now it is pretty much just giving you double XP. I don't think it's really giving you anything else. So I'll get into more details of the basic mechanics. Starting with hardness, it shows how resistant the rock is to getting mined. Then there's also the pickaxe penetration, which shows the strength of the pickaxe in comparison to the hardness of the rock. So in other words, if you were to use a lower tier pickaxe, it reduces the progress per swing. The next mechanics are the difficulty and progress. You'll notice there's a progress bar when you're mining. This will show you how much progress is needed until you harvest the mining ore. Every mining attempt will fill the progress bar by a certain amount. The progress bar overflow does carry over to the next ore you're mining. Now here's the cool thing, the rocks never deplete, so you don't have to worry about fighting for resources. In summary of what I just said, the rock's difficulty is the rock's HP, while the progress is the amount of damage you did to the rock. Now I'm just going to put it all together, and here's the formula we get. For every 10 strength levels, you'll increase progress by 1. The RNG value is the damage range of the pickaxe, which I'll be showing you a full table on this soon. Then finally, the penetration versus hardness correlation is going to be ignored if the pickaxe tier is greater than the rock tier. So in other words, there won't be any progress penalty. So anyways, here are the tables. Starting with the pickaxe tier table, here are the penetration values as well as the damage range for mining progress. I didn't list each and every single pickaxe in the beta server, and some of them do have plus values. For example, Bane Pickaxe plus 3 means the upgraded versions of the respective pickaxe. I'll pretty much be covering that in the smithing video. Even in the mining and smithing rework, it appears as though the dragon and crystal pickaxe are still going to be relevant. They're going to be the stronger versions of the Draclith pickaxe and the Necronium pickaxe respectively. The dragon pickaxe has a progress damage value equivalent to a tier 70 pickaxe, while a crystal pickaxe has a damage value equivalent to a tier 90 pickaxe. You'll definitely notice the penetration values are much lower. Then the crystal pickaxe will actually have an upgrade, and so it only requires 80 mining. However, it's going to be the strongest pickaxe in the game. Finally, we have the No Ores double XP pickaxe, which was just added 2 days ago. It'll pretty much just give you double XP, but it won't reward you any ores. Most likely though, it's going to be a very high level pickaxe. So here's a table for the rock tiers and their difficulty as well as the hardness values. Notice that if the pickaxe mining level corresponds with the rock tier, they have both the same penetration and hardness values, right? Well, like I said, it's supposed to encourage you to use a pickaxe tier equal or better than the rock tier. So you'll see a couple of different rocks of the same tier, right? They'll pretty much give you the same amount of mining XP as well as mining speed. The only difference is that they have various uses for smithing different items. I believe the Luminite ore is planned to be used as a higher level version of coal. So the next thing I'll talk about is the ore bag, and this allows players to store more ores than in your inventory. So it's kind of like the current version of the coal bag. It is obtainable from your tool belt, or you can automatically get this in your inventory upon mining a rock. No, seriously, that actually happens. Anyways, you cannot bank this, but you can still bank the ores inside the bag. If you want to destroy it, you can reclaim it from your tool belt anytime you want, which should be very easy to reclaim. When you destroy it, don't worry about the ore inside the bag. You in fact do keep the ore that's remaining in the bag. Now the storage space depends on the ore tier, and it can hold multiple types of ores. Anyways, here's the table for the ore bag capacity, so pause the video because I'm going to be moving on. The second last section is the stamina and opportunities. So stamina is unlocked at level 15 mining, which gives you better rewards for being less AFK. Similar to the adrenaline bar as I demonstrated earlier, it's drained when a player is mining. Whenever you click the rock again, it'll reset to max. The agility level actually affects how long it will last, so essentially by having a higher agility level, you're going to get better AFK XP rates. How stamina works is that at 100%, you'll mine once every 4 ticks. Then at 1% to 99% stamina, there's a 50-50 chance you'll mine once every 4 ticks or even 5 ticks. Finally, at 0% stamina, you'll mine once every 5 ticks. So if you want maximum XP rates, then just click once every 4 ticks, which should be 20% faster. For opportunities, once again, it's another mechanic used to encourage active gameplay. So you know when you're mining, right, and you see a nearby rock look shiny, there's a chance this happens. When you mine the highlighted rock, it'll give you a whopping 5 times more XP as well as progress, but only for one swing though. Pretty much is kind of like a mini distraction and diversion. Finally, this section I'll talk about the XP rates. Here's a table of what the official JMod XP rates look like. I didn't manually test each and every XP rate, but I did test enough with max stats, and it was actually very close to this table. The active XP rates are the maximum XP rates at 0% AFK, while the passive is at 100% AFK. At level 99 mining with an Elder Runite pickaxe, you can expect up to 152k XP per hour under full concentration, and only 80k XP per hour if you're fully AFKing. Of course, you do realize these XP rates are slower than high-level mining methods, like gold salt crablets and even crystallized granite, right? Even then, for Saren stones, it's way faster than this, if you're comparing the AFK section. So I know it's slower than today's XP rates, but yeah, this is the beta stage of the mining and smithing rework. Nothing in this beta stage is final, and I mean in current beta you don't have access to these buffs, which include magic golem outfit, auras, lava titans, or even urns, stuff like that basically. Hopefully though the XP rates will be buffed. So in conclusion, I know this was a lot of information to digest, but this is what the mining and smithing rework will look like. I also do have a 1 to 99 mining guide, and I'll leave that link in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching and I hope it helps. If I missed anything, feel free to ask.